Well, good morning and happy Wednesday to you. This Wellness Wednesday coming to you live from our home. Thought I'd change the scenery up a little bit. I'm actually sitting in Jim's sitting room where we have the piano room. I love this, very warm, and I hope it's inviting to you. As you're getting ready to start your day, we're going to give you some wellness tips. Now, for those of you yourself, or maybe you know someone that has an autoimmune disease, we're going to tell you about some things that you can do to help you with that. If you ever thought of maybe looking at infrared therapy, have you ever thought of saunas? Have you ever thought of cold plunging, contrast therapy, spas, things like that? We're going to discuss that on today's wellness show. And I'm going to take you through the journey of doing a cool peel. Some people have been out on social media for over a year, probably a year and a half now, where I have put it off because it was more of that fear mongering. Well, I'm going to take you through the entire journey. We're going to document it all. It's all coming up on today's show. We're, of course, also going to give you some news you can use, mix in some sports news for you. If you're a dog lover, I saw this as I was getting ready to head to bed last night, and I was shocked to see something close that a lot of you took your dogs to. So we'll tell you about that coming up in just a second as well. We're going to mix in our news you can use a little bit later in the show. I do want to give you the forecast for today, though. If you are in our immediate St. Louis, Missouri, Illinois area, again, one more day of mid 90 temperatures and some rain. It was actually nice to see the rain. Some of you may have not gotten any. We got a little bit last night, just enough to water the flowers. Today, though, you got another heat index of 100 to 105, but a 50% chance of storms, and then that's going to start cooling things down. Now, we got a double on tap today, Cards and St. Louis City SC in action here in St. Louis. 74 for your low. We've got a 40% chance of rain tomorrow. It is going to be sticky and humid. 80 for the high. And then look at that. I love it. Nice, nice, nice across the board. Friday, 80. Saturday, 81. Sunday, 83. No mention of rain and no crazy hot weather. Monday, we're talking a 20% chance of rain. And then we are in the mid to upper 80s. We start to creep back into the low 90s as we get into next week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But I'm just going to say, I'm happy to not be talking about crazy heat index for you. All right, as you're just tuning in this morning, welcome to the show. I am your host, Monica Adams. Thrilled to have you along with us this morning. We are just firing up on multiple platforms: Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, X, Rumble, Instagram. So find the social media platform that works for you. And then if you have to run off, you're going to want to come back to this Wellness Wednesday, because we are talking today of taking care of your body. Hopefully you had a chance to see our guest on with us a couple of weeks ago. Let me bring her on now. This is Angie Hess. Angie is the Spas and More owner. They're located in that Sunset Hills area off of Old Gravois. Good morning, Angie, first of all. Thanks for being a part of it.
Good morning, Monica. How are you today?
Fantastic. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well considering.
Considering, yeah, well, this is what we wanted to do. So Angie came on and we talked about the history of Spas and More being a part of our St. Louis community, but we discussed so many things that they offer. Last time I had Angie on, I was stressing that a lot of people, Angie, they think of a hot tub, they think of a sauna, they think of cold plunging as luxury items, and we hopefully knocked that away out of their minds and said, no, this is really the thought process of wellness, right? Of taking care of yourself. So we're going to discuss that a little more for you today, giving her own personal account of how it's been helping her. As I mentioned, Spas and More, you can follow them online at Spas and More STL, and then their website, spasandmorestl.com. So you mentioned just a little bit last time we had you on that you have autoimmune. We talked about actually your family and how it's been helping you. But tell us a little bit about that. When were you first diagnosed? And then how is this helping you when you go into saunas or spas, etc.?
So, about 2012 is when everything started kind of peaking. A lot of things, can come from stress in life, and that's when my fibromyalgia first started rearing its head. And then, as I progressed in through testing, found that I had a positive ANA, which is what you have when you have an autoimmune disorder. Over a couple years of testing, and different rheumatologists found that I had mixed connective tissue disorder with markers for lupus, psoriatic arthritis, and ulcerative colitis.
And so you hear that And, we always talk about emotional reaction, mental reaction, quickly in your mind. What do you go to? And do you say, oh my gosh, what am I going to do for this? And is this lifelong thing I'm going to have to deal with?
Well, at that point at the start of it all, was just going through a divorce, and I'm like, okay, I'm got two kids to take care of. I have to be able to work. I can't stay in bed. I can't do this. I have to figure out how I was going to make it through and what I needed to do.
Absolutely. And so, as you are diagnosed with that, what did you initially start using to help yourself?
Realistically, it was hot showers at first. It wasn't until I actually moved from Indiana to St. Louis to start working for my dad that found that the hot tub was actually more beneficial than trying to take a hot shower. And then as we began selling the saunas and I started using those more, it was like, oh, this is amazing. I can actually get limber. I can actually, get rid of the swelling for a couple days, not just, a few hours. And then when they introduced the cold plunges about a year and a half ago, that just set things on a whole new level, simply because the prospect of being able to get your entire body to stop yelling at you is amazing sometimes.
So, when you get in the sauna, what do you feel afterwards? And then later that day, evening, how long does it help you?
So sauna kind of gives you not only a mental reset, but it also helps reduce the inflammation. You're sweating out toxins, so that helps actually limber up your joints, making your muscles move a little bit freer when they're not constrained by swelling and things to that nature. It allows me to be able to. It sounds funny to tie my shoes because instead of having to always slip on a pair of shoes, I can actually bend over for once to tie my shoes, to be able to not have to rely on sitting in a chair to put on, a pair of pants because I can't bend. And usually that kind of gives me a couple days worth of being able to have that increased mobility.
So that was what I was going to ask you. Again, if you're just tuning in, we're in our Wellness Wednesday and we're starting things with Angie Hess, Spas and More owner. And we're talking about from a sauna standpoint, hot tub, cold plunge. So if someone also, and it does, they might have an autoimmune disorder, they might have joint issues, arthritis, there's so many things you're getting in there. So it just becomes a part of your life. How often are you in your saunas?
Usually try to do the saunas 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay.
A lot of times it's more beneficial right after work because it helps not only with the swelling that I accumulate over the day because I have a desk job, so you aren't exactly mobile all the time. So, it pulls in your feet, it pulls and, down, and it's harder to get rid of it that way. But also just to be able to have that mental reset because when you have an autoimmune disorder, everything can start a flare. But the worst part of it is that your mental health takes a hit because
Mhm.
you don't understand why your body's doing this to you.
So for you, and obviously everybody has to find what works for them because we talked last time when we introduced Angie. And again, I want you all to welcome her on board because she is one of our newest sponsors and we thank you for that. We're going to be talking a lot about the wellness side of this. So for you, and everybody has to, as I said, figure out their own body. For you, do you do more sauna than you do cold plunging, than you do swim spa?
So swim spa is most beneficial for exercise, especially for me with having the fibromyalgia because putting too much pressure on the joints
Right.
it essentially makes you near weightless when you're in water. So it's giving you taking just that pain out of the aspect of the um, exercise. I try to do that 2 or 3 times a week. Cold plunging and sauna is kind of a contrast therapy. So I will like cold plunge and spend about 3, 4 minutes in 40-degree water and then go sit in the sauna. Sometimes people say you don't want to do that hot to cold or cold to hot immediately, but contrast therapy is ideal because it helps um, when you start to wake up your metabolism by doing the cold plunge, and then you go into the sauna, then you actually get vasodilation of your blood vessels, which means that you get more blood flow to to allow for tissue repair, and your energy is increasing, and that tissue repair becomes important. um, and in an infrared sauna, you have a slow heat up process. It's not like you're walking into a steam sauna and getting hit with immediate heat. So dry heat means you have a slow warm up process, so it's not shocking to your system to go from that cold to hot.
Yeah, and hopefully you saw our show a couple of weeks ago where she broke that down. A lot of people were asking what is better for us. So if you are doing the contrast therapy, Angie, how long are you staying in the cold plunge? How long are you staying in the sauna?
Usually about 2 to 3 minutes cold plunge, and about 3 to 4 minutes in the sauna. And I do that three different times. So, and then each time you incrementally bring it down. So if I spend 3 minutes in the cold plunge and 4 minutes in the sauna, then the next time I'll do 2 minutes cold plunge and 3 minutes sauna, and then 1 minute cold plunge and then 2 minutes sauna, and then end my day like that.
Again, folks, if you're just tuning in, you see Angie has Spas and More owner. Well, again, we'll let you know where they are. I just want you to go in and ask about this because if you've been suffering, there's no need for it. She's literally saying this can change your life, change how you're feeling, giving you quality of life back, right, Ange?
Very much so. I mean, it was something that I had to have. I powered through the pain early on when I was diagnosed, just because I was taking care of two middle schoolers at the time. But now I don't necessarily have to power through the pain because I actually have the tools to make it not be so bad.
Absolutely. And for you all, again, remember, it could be that you just want the meditative state of at the end of the day, sitting in that, relaxing and finding your way to calm down. It's the clarity of life we're all looking for. It's the relaxation, a little R&R. So, when it comes to spas, saunas, cold plunges, this is the place that I want you to think about. Once again, spas and more. And we're going to put all the information on the screen for you. Spas and More, you can go to their website at Spas and More STL is for social media. And then their website is spasandmorestl.com. That address 12957 Gravois Road in Sunset Hills. They're open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. They're closed on Sunday. And again, the phone number is 314-843-7727. So for all of you, remember, we always ask you to support those that support us. I'm so glad that you're getting some relief, and I love for you telling your story. Angie actually has a bunch of things that we've talked about discussing in future weeks. So many different things for you to remember from when it comes to a wellness side. Angie, thank you. I greatly appreciate you taking some time. She's heading off to a business meeting.
Oh, thank you for having me, Monica. Look forward to seeing you again.
Absolutely. All right. That's Angie has Spas and More, folks. We're going to take a quick break. And as I mentioned, we're going to kind of mix in our news you can use, talk with you a little bit. I see you all saying good morning. You can share that with others. Let them know. Again, you don't have to suffer through things. Look at life a different way. We're also going to take you through the journey of a cool peel. I finally had it done. What were my results after? 48 hours after. Obviously, here I am to you a week later, and I've had so many people say, there's no way. I've had it done, and this happens, and this happens. Well, evidently, you had it done by the wrong people. Okay. I'm going to take you through Osiris Med Spas, where I had it done, and Dr. Shadi Hawatma. That's coming up, along with a little news you can use when we return.
This lady got me in the best shape of my life. I literally didn't know that I could be in shape like that. But the amount that she pours into her clients, and especially whenever you get the one-on-one training, it's mind-blowing. I mean, it was really life-changing. I learned so much about proper form, about nutrition, about just being able to invest in myself. I hired Monica to be my personal trainer, which was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Well, thank you, Abby. And that's right. We can help you physically, mentally, spiritually. If you're looking for a life coach, if you're looking for maybe class training or semi-private or private, I do have some openings. I just started with 2 new clients, actually, that's life coaching with me, and a brand new personal training, actually a couple brand new personal training clients. So here's my email address, info@therealmonicaadams.com, if that is the part of our brand that would work for you. Again, thank you, Angie from Spas and More. And let me thank thank each and every one of our sponsors. Keep an eye down here on the crawl so you can see everybody that's a part of this show and the brand in general. So Spas and More, Grade Works LLC, Mike Vernacey and Lauren, thank you for being a part of our What the Weather segment. Crunch Fitness, and I will be going there today to film some more workouts and motivational moments with Monica. I always ask you, is there a particular body part that you would like for me to cover? Is there a particular routine that you would like for me to put together for you? Let me know that. Drop it in the comments now live before I go there today. Or you can always email me and say, Monica, can you cover this? Or I'm dealing with this. Can you, et cetera, et cetera. Men, women, children alike, as well. Slyman Brothers Appliances, Yuppie Puppy Pet Spa, Defiance Ridge Vineyards. Dot Fleshman will be checking in with her from a real estate standpoint next Friday. And we have thanked for the last several months, Carroll House Furniture has been a part of our team. I'm excited, though, to tell you we have a brand new furniture store that is starting with us starting next week. And we're going to introduce you to the family. Mark Miller with Miller Furniture. Welcome aboard our show. That's some breaking news for you. Can you all do me a favor and welcome Mark and his family? You'll hear more about their longevity. They have been in our area for over 100 years. It's absolutely amazing when we talk about believing in yourself, starting your business, and then having that kind of lasting power. And then we're actually going to go and do a mobile Monica the week of August 25th as we get ready for Labor Day specials. We're going to go to the Fairview Heights location. They've got multiple locations. I always stop in at the one that they have out in Lake St. Louis. But welcome aboard, Mark. And please, like I said, everybody, you always do me a great service by welcoming people to our show and to our brand. So you hear all of them, and we always ask you to support those that support us. All right, let's talk a little bit of some news you can use. Did you see this one in the news last night? If you watched the news, if not, that's why I give you news you can use. Bar K unexpectedly and abruptly closed all their locations, including their St. Louis dog bar, amid economic challenges. That's what they're saying. According to an announcement on the Bar K website, and I went to that this morning, all three of the locations in St. Louis, Kansas City, and Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, closed effective immediately. And so here was the announcement. We know Bar K has become a beloved, indispensable destination for you and your pups. We understand many of you will be upset and disappointed by this decision, and we want to understand that you want to understand the reasons. As is often the case, there isn't one single cause, but rather a variety of challenges that ultimately prove too difficult for our startup business to overcome. And it states the closure comes after a variety of challenges, including economic difficulties such as inflation costs, reduced customer spending, other issues at each location. Again, a lot of people are now saying, well, wait a minute, what's going to happen? Because a lot of people had memberships. Are they going to get a refund? Other people, are they going to get paychecks? This is what you don't want to see when a company all of a sudden closes, because it becomes so abrupt. They just upped and closed, and you got all these employees scrambling, wondering what the heck's going to go on. You got all these people that are involved in, as I mentioned, their membership saying, well, wait a minute, are we going to get our money back? There's a lot of unknown at this time. But that was the big story. As I was getting ready to go to bed last night, I saw that and thought, well, shoot, I never even had a chance to go there. And now they're up and closed. So yeah, I thought that was one of the top stories. And then you might be very happy about this one. With one business closing, another may be coming to you. Bed Bath & Beyond stores might be making a comeback. I absolutely love this news. According to a new earnings report, Beyond Incorporated, which owns Bed Bath & Beyond, Overstock, and Bye Bye Baby, said in an earnings report yesterday it plans to open its first small format Bed Bath & Beyond home store in Nashville, Tennessee. And the executive chairman and principal executive officer said in a statement that the store will be a smart, scalable model that puts their iconic brands back in the heart of communities. The company did not say when the Nashville store plans to open or if there are plans to open more stores. But of course, you know, I love the idea of positivity. So isn't that awesome? As you're all tuning in, again, feel free to comment. I'll be commenting with you when we hit that journey of the Cool Peel. I'll be moderating for you and dropping some things in. I'll also give you all this information, anything you need for links, etc. I'll drop those in for you. I do want to let you know about this one, a popular ham salad being recalled for possible listeria contamination. Two popular brands of the ham salad are being recalled. The USDA said the products contain breadcrumbs that have been recalled by Newlyweds Foods for potential listeria contamination. Now, here's the products. The 12-ounce printed plastic tubs containing the Reser's Fine Food ham salad, the sell-by date, September 1st, and then 5-pound clear plastic tubs containing Molly's Kitchen ham salad with the sell-by date of August 31st. The USDA says if you have these items, throw them away. And for those of you that say, wait a minute, I spent my hard-earned money, I want my money back, well, you might have to go to the store where you bought it to see if you can, in fact, get a refund. All right, Cardinals fans, the Cards announcing a flash sale for their Cubs game coming up on August 10th. They're having a special 12-hour ticket flash sale today, starting at 10 a.m. for the matchup against the Cubbies on August 10th. You can purchase $15 Loge or $30 field box tickets. If you want to purchase the tickets, I have the direct link for you, and I'm going to post it for you right now. Make it again. I love making things easy for you, so you don't have to search all this out. So look right here in the comments. I just dropped it in for our Facebook fans and our YouTube fans. It will pop up there for both of you. Speaking of the Cards, unfortunately, I don't have good news here. They were shut out by the Marlins yesterday. Final score 5-0. And again, they're just kind of up and down, aren't they? Now it's the Marlins and Cardinals again tonight in town. Game time is at 6:45. It's going to be a busy one, so watch out traffic-wise because St. Louis City SC also has a Wednesday night game against Aston Villa today at 7:30. And then St. Louis and Nashville. They're going to have to check out the Bed Bath & Beyond at night opening. That's Saturday the 9th at 7:30. And then they come back playing Chicago on August 16th at 7:30. And how about give me an MIZ? If you were here, I would hope you would scream ZOU. Excited about this. The football tickets go on sale today for the 2025 football season. They can be purchased online by calling 1-800-CAT-PAWS or in person at the Mizzou Arena ticket office. The Kansas and Alabama game tickets are sold out in the donor and season ticket holder presale already. Fans interested in seeing all 8 home games, I'm going to put a link in for you right now as well. Actually, I just saw this. I think the tickets actually went on sale yesterday. So they are officially on sale for you. So here you go. Look in the comments. I just dropped it in. Mizzou football tickets on sale. I will absolutely be looking into going to a game. And then here you go. Our National Day of Calendar, National Climb a Mountain Day, National Whistleblower Day, National Father-in-Law Day, and it is National Cheesecake Day. Ooh, I like that. And it actually sounds like a good day for it. With how hot it is, just put a little strawberries or something on top, some berries. Sounds like a good one. All right, everybody, there you go. So you're up to date and news you can use. We had a wonderful segment starting things off right away with Angie Hess. Now we are going to take you through the journey. How many of you, raise your hands, have seen things on social media about something called a Cool Peel? Thought about doing it, then saw people fear-mongering, and I really do mean this, talking about how painful it is, talking about how when you have the laser done, that it feels like a rubber band smacking you in the face. Has all of that made you decide, I'm not doing that? Well, for me, it was, that doesn't even make any sense. Why do I want to put myself through that? So then other people said, well, hey, if somebody has sun damage below the layer of the skin, they have wrinkles, they have sunspots, age spots, acne. There's so many reasons why people want to have it done. For me, it was just, okay, if I do have any sun damage, I want to make sure I'm taking care of my face. And I heard about the wonderful side of what happens afterwards. I also heard about the baby soft skin, that it literally feels like a baby's butt. If you could reach through this TV or laptop or whatever you're watching us on right now, I would tell you, go ahead. I've been telling so many people, feel right here. It feels like a baby's butt. I'm telling you, everything out of my mouth is always true and honest, authentic to you, right? I've had people ask me, what did you have done? Something looks a little bit different. You're glowing a little bit more. I had the cool people. The cool people do the cool peel. I did the cool peel, and I did it with these wonderful human beings. Dr. Shadi Hawatma, the owner. I have not had a chance to meet his beautiful wife, Nicole, yet. And then Holiday helped out with the cool peel, which you're going to see her on screen. So revitalize your energy, rejuvenate your soul. Obviously, they have a lot of things for you besides the CO2 laser, derma fillers, IV therapy, Botox, Daxify, microneedling. People have been going to Osiris for many reasons. For me, it was the cool peel. So, do you want to know what happened? Do you want to see me take you through it? Do you want to see me right after, the night of? And I do mean this. Wait till you see this picture of 48 hours later. Obviously, you can hear my experience was amazing, but it all matters who you have it done by. So, folks, men and women both, I'm told, have been coming. He's been doing this for the last year. He just opened up, again, Osiris Med Spa in Creve Coeur, just off of Ballas and Stute. Okay, the big journey of the cool peel coming up next. Come along with me. See this? It's all coming off. You're going to see the real Monica Adams. I'm going to do the cool peel. You've all been talking about it for years. You all say you love it. I don't understand loving the smack of the face. It feels like a rubber band. That's what some people say. But Dr. Shadi Hawatma, he says, Monica, you won't feel anything. We're going to put some numbing cream on, and it's going to take years off of my life. It's what they say. Let's come on in. This is Osiris Med Spa, located in Creve Coeur, and Dr. Shadi Hawatma is going to make me younger. Off comes anything that's fake. Shadi.
What?
How many years are you going to take off of me?
10.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
My husband's going to be with a younger woman.
Yep.
Much younger. I'm already 7.5 years younger. Gabriel and Miranda, this is the real Monica and everybody else. No makeup on. So, Shadi, explain what we're doing today.
We're doing a fractionated CO2 laser resurfacing. It's trademarked the Cool Peel. It's by Deca. It's the Tetra Cool Peel, and it's the only one that has this technology with minimal downtime. So that's why we were going to use it. That's why the main reason I bought the machine is because the minimal downtime. Everybody has a busy life. They want to get back to their life the fastest, but they want good results. So that's why I went with this laser. There's a lot of other people out there that claim they have the Cool Peel, but they don't actually have the Deca machine.
It is? Is it off as much as he needs it? You need more off?
Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna still. This is just step one, because then you're gonna get numbing now for 45 minutes.
Do I need more off?
No. Yeah. You're gonna get numbing for 45, and then after the numbing's done, I go back over with gauze and alcohol.
Gauze.
Yeah. And then put this on so it gets your hair out of the way.
Okay. Oh, look, bunny ears.
All that. Okay. Now we can start numbing.
Now, for all of you that have said you love this, I'm going to give you my real reaction all throughout. But here is the place you want to have it done. Because Shadi knows I've talked about doing this multiple times, and I didn't do it until I said, fine, I trust. I trust. You got to trust. Cool Peel.
Cool Peel.
How long ago did you start doing this?
A year ago.
A year ago?
Well, the laser?
Yes.
Yeah, I bought the laser a year ago.
And so what differentiates yours from anybody else doing something similar in
Well,
nature?
if they have the Deca, it's the same. I mean, yeah. But the difference would be like, I'm the physician
Yes.
doing it.
Yes.
So as a physician, like let's say there's a certain spot, like I want to give you a little bit of a lift by tightening your skin. I could change my setting to a more laser, deeper setting during the actual procedure. You have to be an APP or a physician to be able to do that. Like an esthetician or a nurse is unable to do that setting difference. So
See, so that separates.
yeah.
So for people that come in and have this done, what are they looking for? Like if they've been
So
told
like
by
you,
friends-
so you have here, you have a
Yeah,
couple
what are those
age.
called?
Those are a couple of age spots,
They're called
sunspots.
something, aren't they? Somebody-
Age spots, sunspots.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I need to do is I'm gonna double tap these with my laser.
Those are my beauty spots.
Yeah, beauty spots.
Yeah, wink, wink.
Experience spots. So I'm gonna double tap those, and it's gonna lighten them.
And then did I hear they're just gonna like fall off?
No, they're just lighten. They just
They just
come.
get
I pull.
lighter.
I pull the pigment out and try to lighten it as much as I can
Oh,
with the laser.
okay.
Underneath your eye, I'll do a different setting, and I'll give you more of a skin tightening underneath that eye, so you're not gonna have. Your fine lines can be a little bit tighter underneath your eyelids.
And so for people who have never had it done, and again, obviously I'll give you my experience, but in this year that you have had it done, give us the feedback that people have been saying to you.
Baby skin.
Baby skin.
They're obsessed with the baby skin. They're obsessed with the pore sizes getting better and smaller. They're obsessed with the glow. What gets me is like yesterday I had a lady, I said, who has noticed a difference? When she said her boyfriend, that's a big deal. Men don't realize what their women do. I've put in lip filler before and they didn't even know I did lip filler on their own wives.
He loves to do lips, by the way.
So people notice a difference because you're gonna have literally a glow. You will glow. You'll notice it yourself. Your makeup's gonna go on better.
That's what I've heard.
Your pore sizes are gonna be significantly smaller, and the texture of your skin should overall be better. And
so
you're gonna
how-
need 3 of these for like full. Some people need 4.
He literally just took the words out of my mouth. I was like, so how often do people need to do this?
So you might need 4 treatments. Some people need just 3. Some people come in and get a refresher before a big wedding. I've had a couple clients do that. They've already done the whole package and they just come in for a quick fresh up instead of, because it's better results and less downtime than a chemical peel, to be honest with you.
So I've obviously never had anything like this before. So this is why we're doing this, just to give reaction and me tell you all what you'll experience. I already have one of my clients that I train, and she's like, okay, I've been wanting to have this done. I told him she's coming back in from Colorado, and she's like, I can't wait to see this piece because I want to see your reaction. I want to see the befores and afters. But she's been on the fence about having it done. She's also heard the other aspects of people saying that they do chemical peels, etc. So from this to a chemical peel, what's the biggest difference?
I mean, this is gonna drive results because it's a physical laser ablating the top layer of your skin. Chemical peel is, depending on what chemical peel you use, depending on your skin type, depending on a lot of stuff. This machine is called a skin-clusive machine, so it can do Fitzpatrick's 1 to 8.
Oh, wow.
I could do a person super, super dark and it would still be the same. I could do someone from Ireland and white as white can be. Even just sun, they'll get burned and I could still do them with the same machine. Just different settings.
Yeah. And again, we're going to take you through the whole process about what you're feeling, the after. So is there anyone that shouldn't do this? No. What should you be staying away
The
from?
only people I usually don't, I say they need to talk to a dermatologist if they've had a history of skin cancer, squamous cells specifically of the face.
Okay. Otherwise?
Otherwise, no. I mean, you could do it. People are on aspirin, Eliquis, any anticoagulation. I tell them to hold it about 5 days prior.
Yeah. So you all know I'm not on, even though for the longest time I had doctors tell me that I should be, but you've heard me talk about my blood clotting issue, and I used to be on blood thinners, so that's why I'm asking some of these questions. I haven't been for many, many, many years. What is your thought as a doctor? If for me to have as big of a clot that I had, there are doctors who weigh in and say, yep, you should take an aspirin every day. And then there's others who are like, what would your thought be? I had a blood clot that was from my inferior vena cava all the way down to my feet when I was 19.
Were you treated?
Well, Yeah. I mean, they didn't think I was going to survive. They told my parents I was going to die in the hospital the third day. But I was monitored for 2 years. That's why my whole story changed.
Well, you moved, so
Yes.
you have no risk factors. And if they didn't figure out why you had the blood clot,
They did. I have factor 5. They didn't know I had it back then, and they put me on birth control pills to get rid of a cyst. And now they know they should have never put me on birth control pills.
you should be on
I should. See?
Eliquis or something with factor 5. But,
Okay. But the good thing is I haven't been, so if I had, and I was reading through, again, read through all your paperwork of what you should or should not be doing leading up to this, but I haven't. So now after this, I'll take aspirin for you.
And anyway, I usually tell them not to take any NSAIDs before, and then after I'll make you take Benadryl and Pepcid tonight.
Okay.
Pepcid, I know it sounds like it's a stomach pill.
Yeah.
But it blocks histamine number 2. It comes from the stomach, so it helps with all the swelling. So it brings it all down. So you're not going to be as swollen tomorrow, and then the next day the same thing.
Okay.
To help with the reaction.
And then what are all the steps that people need to make sure that they follow after this is done?
So you're going to get, people who buy this package get what we call Hydrinity recovery serum and recovery spray. You're going to feel it after I'm done. I'm going to spray you with something and put a Hydrinity mask on you. I pull all the heat out. And then you're going to start every day for 2 times a day for the next 7 days. You'll be using a spray and a serum, and that helps with the whole healing process. No exfoliation. You can't use any exfoliants. You do a gentle cleanser. That's how sandpaper texture comes off. It doesn't actually physically peel. You will never peel. You never see physical skin come off your face, even though it says Cool Peel.
So it's just that feeling.
It's a sandpaper texture. You'll see it tomorrow.
Okay.
Every single spot I lasered, you're going to see the sandpaper.
Okay.
It's all the little tiny laser spots that hit your face.
And then stay out of the sun for the
Stay out of
next
the
how
sun
many
for the
days?
7 days.
7
and if you're
days.
in the sun, you're going to wear sunscreen.
Well, we always wear sunscreen. It's important. But if I am out in it, should I have a hat on?
Hat on.
Okay. Important things to help this do what it's supposed to do.
Yep.
How many have you done in the last year? Hundreds?
Too many. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
Men
done
and
all-
women?
Men and women.
Oh, good. Is there an age requirement of no? So have you done this on any children?
Oh, you can't do children. I mean,
Okay,
18 and
18 and
above.
up, gotcha.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm a 18 and up guy. Sorry. I'm an internal medicine. I don't mess with the pediatric range.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen, and we'll drop it in, if you haven't seen the story between Shaddy and I that we did a handful of months ago, you can see his background and see all the services that they have here. And I love for those of you that have been in, there's still so many people that keep asking me about the Aveda Head Spa reel that I did. Yes, they have that here too. So it's actually Osiris Medical Spa and So Natural.
Permanent cosmetics.
Yes.
So
Yep.
they do all the permanent stuff. Lip liner, eyebrows, eyeliner, permanent. One of our techs does camouflage tattooing. Like people have like hair loss, they want so that they'll actually camouflage the men's
Really?
hairline.
Huh.
If you want freckles, we have a person who will put permanent freckles on your face.
If
A
you
lot of
want freckles, that I've never heard.
Yeah, a lot of people
Interesting.
come and ask for freckles, so they'll pick what color matches your skin tone, and they'll give you little tattoos of that. If you want a little tattoo, they do little tattoos here too, like hearts and whatever you want to do.
What is, on your side, on Osiris Medical Spa side, what is the biggest treatment that people come in for?
Botox is everywhere.
Botox.
Daxify, but our weight loss and laser is probably our number 2 and 3.
And you do semaglutide here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And tirzepatide.
And
I just got into that too.
which again, you saw him talk with me on the show, again, a handful of months ago about that, and then just changes. It ever evolves every day. So Cool Peel would be up there pretty high as one of the...
I mean, I'm firing this up. You and I have 6 other people today.
Just today.
So I have, it's here, 9:30. We'll start at 10:45-ish. 10:40 we'll start. And then, yeah, I really have back-to-back lasers today.
So again, Osiris Med Spa off of Ballast Road in Creve Coeur. What's your website?
OsirisMedSpa.com.
OSIRIS, osirismedspa.com if you have any questions for him. And yeah, stay tuned. We'll let you know how this all plays out. Okay, so you do the numbing cream for 45 minutes, and I feel like the Joker. It might not look like it, but I am like numb on my side of my lips right now. Don't know why, but we'll ask Shaddy in just a second.
So why so serious, huh?
Exactly. My tongue also. I don't know if I like lick the side of my mouth, but pretty soon I'm gonna have a fat tongue. I don't know what you're supposed to be feeling when the numbing cream goes on. I'm just going to tell you that it really is all, for me, centered around my mouth. And I don't know if it was put here and then, like I said, I licked and I taste everything on the inside of my mouth, which is crazy. But they're asking me about what do I feel with my face. My face does feel like it's getting tighter, not necessarily numb, but maybe right in here and then a little bit in my eye area. But this is what you do prior to having the Cool Peel done so that everything's numb. So it is minimal, I would think, of what you're going to feel when the laser. There's all different people all over social media that explain how they felt. So I'm going to be real with you and I'll let you know if I feel the rubber band feel or if it's nothing. My hope is, Gabriel and Miranda, that it's nothing.
So it's numbing off of you. Okay, now
By the way, Hayden, you can't do this. You're only 17.
I'm just gonna be taking some befores.
Relax your face. There's only 3 cameras behind it. It's light work.
Okay.
This is copyright-free music.
What?
This is copyright-free music.
Sure.
Good answer.
Sure. Royalty.
Sure it is. What is the purpose of the glasses?
Just protect my eyes because I'm gonna be really close to the laser.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Protect me.
It's all about Shaddy.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then we'll protect Monica too here in about 2 seconds. Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Go up.
And obviously, I need to be comfortable, so we got to bring her up to me. I tell this to all my patients in the hospital too for any procedure I do. Most important rule is
Yeah, he's
Watma is comfortable.
Watma is comfortable.
Sit back. Come pull up to me.
Okay.
Right there. And get your head in this hole. See? Boom.
Oh.
See?
Yep.
There you go. Alright, we're gonna do the under eye first.
You need a stick.
We're just gonna do this. Yeah, I got with a stick. Alright, hold on there. I'm gonna do your under eye first, okay? Oh, nice. You see that? Sick. Oh, you're gonna have a good result there, Monica. I just watched it tighten as I lasered you. You're gonna be nice and puffy tomorrow. Oh, that's good. I haven't had one of those in a while. That good of a tightening.
So you watched it happen?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're gonna notice it too. And when I sit you up and you look at yourself. All right, time to sit. So what you felt there is a lot more painful than the rest
Okay.
because that was a higher, deeper setting.
Which for you all to know, I didn't feel anything, just like a little bit of like a sting.
You're ready to cruise? Let's cruise. How's your pain? How's the pain, Monica?
Not at all.
None, right?
Nope.
Oh, nice. You see that? Sick. Oh, you're gonna have a good result there, Monica. I just watched it tighten as I lasered you. You're gonna be nice and puffy tomorrow. Oh, that's good. I haven't had one of those in a while. Not good at a tightening.
So you watched it happen?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're gonna notice it too when I sit you up and you look at yourself. Alright, time to sit. So what you felt there is a lot more painful than the rest
Okay.
because that was a higher, deeper setting.
Which, for you all to know, I didn't feel anything, just like a little bit of like a sting.
You're ready to cruise? Let's cruise. How's your pain? How's the pain, Monica?
Not at all.
None, right?
Nope. Feels like he's sucking. Yeah, I really truly did not feel barely anything. It's more so the smell, like when you have burnt hair in a hairdryer.
My numbing cream is pretty spectacular.
True.
Told you. The same numbing cream I use for when I put lip filler and stuff into people.
Okay.
So this is like, should be a walk in the park. And the same numbing filler that we use for microneedling.
This is why I wanted to do this, folks, because there's so many people that are not real, and there's so many people that are sensationalistic, and they're all trying to get you to click on. I want you to
See?
know real aspects of this.
Double tap here. You're gonna have responses as well. You're having a good response, good red reaction, so I'm expecting good response from you. Good. I'm turning your head for me just a little bit. There you go. So your sunspots are definitely gonna get lighter. The reason I know that is because your pigment's already coming up the surface and they're significantly darker than when we started. And I'm going to even job them even more. The precision, I get right to that spot and right to this spot. Double tap here. Roll your lip like that. Yep, thank you. This is usually what stings the most, is right underneath because it's super sensitive. But it wasn't too bad, right? Well, yeah, that's wet, thank you. Bring it out of the way. You can see here, see, this one wasn't as dark. See how much darker it got? I mean, it's coming up. So I'm gonna double tap this one for sure. See how much pigment we could pull out of that. And on this side too, you can see here. See how much darker these got? You don't usually notice these on Monica, but now I got them. I'm kind of pulling that pigment up and out of the skin, which is good news for Monica. Making sure we didn't miss any spots. Keep your eyes closed, okay? Mm-hmm. That's it.
All right, so everyone that said that it feels like a snapping rubber band is incorrect. Say that again. Everyone who's ever said it feels like a snapping rubber band is incorrect.
Show her how she looks. You want to see how red you got?
Incorrect. Yeah, I can feel a little bit, but
Here,
it doesn't even feel like a burn.
look at you.
If I can look. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
You see how your dark spots got darker?
yeah.
I mean, on this
And then
side
over here. Yep, those are the and those are the things that I see.
So now, you're gonna sit here for 20 minutes and relax for you time.
Okay.
Close your eyes. This is from Hydrinity. This is the hyacinth. This restores pH and cooling. And you're gonna love this product, by the way.
Okay.
Ready? Does that feel nice?
It does. And I do this how many times a day?
Twice a day.
Twice a day.
And then here's the mask. This is the mask called, it's also from the same company called Hydrinity. It's infused with super charged hyaluronic acid. And the purpose of this mask now is gonna pull heat off of your face so it's not as uncomfortable later.
Okay.
And as also, it's gonna help your recovery time be significantly more fast than normal. And then the last thing that it will do is we actually use this for people who let's say you're gonna go on a float trip, because the big thing here in St. Louis and in the Missouri is float trips.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you get sunburn on the face. This actually will have you relieved of your symptoms within 20 minutes after you put it on.
Wow. I needed that when I was in high school when I fell asleep in the sun and my head was swollen.
There you go.
Seriously, right before I graduated.
But how great does that feel?
It feels great.
Yeah. So now it's your time. You relax time.
Chill.
And I do this, and I do this, and then you sleep.
Okay.
Normally people nap
Night night.
for a while.
I literally have talked myself out of it because I was like, who wants to be slapped in the face with a rubber band? And so if you watch me, when he first started, it was like expecting that because what I've heard, not at all. It wasn't it at all. I mean, it literally barely even feels like a little sting.
That's amazing.
I've been hurt more by a wasp and a bee stinging me. What was the experience like for you watching?
It was basically just him zapping you with a laser.
I was just surprised that you weren't flinching, so I noticed like you were not feeling pain.
No. If you watch the very first, you'll notice that I swallowed because it's just like anything in life. The unknown makes you freak out a little bit. So I was like, oh, here we go. Especially when he said he was starting by my eye.
Yeah, I'm sure that.
And so
I was nervous.
Yeah.
I was nervous.
Okay.
So did he say it was gonna be really at the beginning? He was like, "Oh, that's gonna be really good."
Right over here, the parts that I was telling you guys.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. It's underneath my eye. He said he could see right away, tightening.
Oh, okay.
So you could hear his reaction as a doctor, being excited by what he's watching of what he wants it to do.
Yeah.
And then he was correct. The only part that was a little bit more, but again, never anything that I would even tell anybody hurt, was around the top of your lip area because it's sensitive. I felt it a little bit more, but truly, anybody that's put this off, I am giving you my real response. And they obviously sat in here and watched it. There was no flinching, no grabbing onto the chair, no ow, no flinch of my foot. I have been so worked up in the past of thinking what it would feel like. And now that I know, I would have done it a long time ago. So they say that it might feel like a mild to a moderate like sunburn. So I can see what they're saying. Like if you're out in the sun and you have a little burn sensation, maybe. I'll obviously see for the rest of the day, but the fact that they put the mask on and then put the spray on to help any kind of a burn feeling. So I still have the numb aspect around my lips a little bit, but I think that wears off after a couple of hours. But all in all, I would absolutely highly recommend that people come to Osiris and have Dr. Hawatma do it, because if anybody's had it done before and have described the feelings of it hurting or the rubber band smacking you in the face, you've obviously had it done with the wrong person. And if they haven't numbed you before you did it, obviously there's a reason why you have to have it done with the right people. So I'm glad that I had it done with him the next few days of how it looks.
All right, folks, you just saw it. Now, you have any questions for me? I've been answering some of your questions while we were watching together. A lot of people were asking how much. Terry, I believe, asked me, did it hurt? No, it did not hurt. I'm serious on this. I cannot believe that I put it off. The Cool Peel, and that's just one, like I said, of many services that Osiris Med Spa can do. Shadi, you're amazing. Dr. Hawatma, thank you so very much. There's the information of where you can follow them on Instagram and on Facebook, their hours of operation, where they are located, and I put that in the comments multiple times, their phone number as well. I know some people like to go in and get fillers and Botox and get their lips done. I mentioned earlier that he loves to do lips. He really does. Do you have any questions for me? Now, later, feel free to write me. But folks, you just saw that picture of 48 hours later. Now, I've heard some people say that they're so puffy, they're so red that they had bleeding. And I was like, no, not at all. I had a little bit of redness here for a couple of days because, as you heard him say, he went a little bit more right underneath my eye area. But I had guests in studio yesterday, and immediately they said, we absolutely can see this amazing glow. And I love that. Again, a lot of times your glow comes from the inside, right? It's how happy you feel, how you live your life. I have taken care of my skin, but I was just wondering, again, you heard me say, I had some, what I imagine was damage from when I fell asleep in the sun when I was in high school, right before I graduated, and my head got all puffy. I've always been a little worried about what that did. And then, we've had pools my entire life. We'll talk here about just pools in just a second, how much I absolutely love them and love my mom's actually here right now, hanging out by the pool. But I'm always very big on putting sunscreen on, taking care of your skin. But just in case you do any kind of damage, that's one of the reasons why you would have the Cool Peel done. Scarring, there are people who have acne, there are people who have wrinkles and they want to lessen them. Again, I had these little tiny spots. They look like freckles. My mom would always go like this and try to brush them off. Now they are so much lighter. And I was very fortunate. But again, as I mentioned, I've taken care of my skin. So if you've got a lot of scarring, you've got acne, you've got wrinkles that you want to get rid of, you might have to do, as he said, maybe 3, maybe 4 of these procedures. So people were asking about cost. I did ask him that question because I have a client of mine that wants to go immediately after she saw my results. So it's $800 for a single session. And then the big thing is that recovery kit. So I spray and then put the serum on twice a day. And again, folks, I'm thrilled. I love how I feel. I love the reaction, and I would absolutely go back. So I don't know if I need to do any more. If he says, maybe 1 more or 2 more, I will absolutely do that. So take care of your skin. Again, it'll continue to take care of you. Put that sunscreen on. In fact, he told me to have a higher sunscreen than SPF 50. I did stay out of the sun. I did everything I was supposed to do. I had a hat on if I did go out, but here I am 7 days later. Now I get a chance to go back at the pool, but I am going to make sure that I have a hat on protecting the face. I mean, why not? If you're going to do this and take care of yourself, let the results continue to last. So there you go. That's my journey of the Cool Peel. Feel free to shoot me an email, or otherwise your best bet is to reach out to them directly. Again, it's 314-786-5434. Let me make sure I'm reading that right. Yes, 314-786-5434, located at 664 North New Ballas. I can't wait to do more things with him, facials, things like that. They just do wonderful things. So if you are looking for a wonderful med spa and just a charming staff, I love Dr. Shadi Hawatma Holiday. That's where I did the Aveda Head Spa, by the way. I'm going to do 1 more of those. I bought that package that they had. So yeah, look into packages as well. Okay, I told you, time to hit the pool. Just Pools, thank you so much for being yet another of our many sponsors of the Real Monica Adams Show. Just Pools is located in Arnold, by the way. They are a wonderful family that's owned that business for decades and keeping your pools looking just like that. We got one of those fountains. They put our pool in, by the way, before we even moved in. So it was this immediate connection. It was just very kismic. So again, if it's the pool that you're looking for, if it's the chemicals that you need, if it's the fun floats, go in there now and remember that they are the authorized Pentair warranty specialist. They can also take care from repairs, things like that, fire, water features. I went and bought those Adirondack chairs from them as well. Just Pools is who we're talking about. Located again on the West Outer Road in Arnold. Give them a call today, 636-464-7110. Madonna and everybody else here, thank you so much. This last one you see is Dot Fleshman. She's going to join us next Friday as we get real with our real estate execs, as well as our Friendship Friday talk. So what's on tap tomorrow? The tea spout. Okay. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this. I've been talking about the incredible teas and coffees that they have. I'm more of a tea drinker. So I'm excited for you all to try all the different loose leaves that they have. They also have special mocktails, really wonderful drinks. 11 a.m. tomorrow, we will be at the Tea Spout in Chesterfield with Amber Hamilton. Cannot wait to be there with you. If you haven't been yet, you definitely need to come. Their location is in Chesterfield at 17712 Chesterfield Airport Road. They're closed on Monday and Sunday, open Tuesday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I highly recommend that you follow them online at the Tea Spout, and you will see all the fabulous food that they have. It's incredible. I'm going to tell you right now, the other day I had a mung bean quinoa wrap that it just made me feel incredible. I wish they were right down the street from me because I would go regularly. I'm taking my mom back home to Lake St. Louis today. You can guarantee I'm stopping in for some good food. You know what, folks, if you can't stay for the entire time, just come in like you do a big chain place where you run in and get your coffee. You know what I'm talking about. Don't go there. Her prices are better. Her coffee and her tea and her food is better, and you're supporting a local business. That's what's really important. So tomorrow, no 7 a.m. show. I keep stressing that and share that with your family and friends. No 7 a.m. show. 11 a.m. You can watch live. We're going to do some giveaways, and then we're going to break down many things about her business. So if you have not been there, we will run down for you her signature blends and tea sources, the organic and chemical-free coffee and coffee sources, the high-quality products with lasting results, the local farm highlight, who she works with. We're going to highlight the menu, and then some special events, upcoming events for education, local authors, poetry, live music, and a whole lot more. And we're hoping to do a lot of wellness things together where I maybe do like some of my motivational speaking as well as journaling classes and yoga workouts, things like that. We're just locking arms and changing the world together from a wellness side. So tomorrow, 11 a.m., if you pop in real quick, grab your tea, coffee, say hi. I'd love that. If not, be sure to go there on a day that you can. I want to thank Julie Fabian. She wrote me and said that she ran by on Saturday. They were doing carry out at the time because they had a private event. But thank you, Julie. And I thank all of you for supporting before, during, and after these big events. Shirley, you're a sweetheart. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Again, it's all thanks to Dr. Hawatma. All right, we're going to take our final break. And when we come back, we are going to do our devotional, Jesus Calling. And then we'll let you know the Foodie Friday feature that we're going to have as we do our Foodie and Fitness Fridays. And again, if you've got a restaurant or a chef that you would like for us to feature, let me know who that is.
Discover your full potential with a personalized styling experience. Designing, customizing, and transforming the looks of men and women. Revamp your individual style and embrace what makes you, you. That's real confidence.
All right. Remember, I always tell you, for those that don't want to be on Facebook, they want to be on socials, right there. They can watch us on YouTube. And because Meta gets rid of these live shows after 30 days, you can go to YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I see those numbers continuing to go up, and I greatly appreciate that. I told you I've got a big giveaway that I'll do when we hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm looking right now. We are at 906. So less than 100 to go. If you are always following me on Facebook, just go over to YouTube right now, type in The Real Monica Adams, click that subscribe button, and sometimes we give you some extra special content on YouTube. All right, folks, can you believe it? We are almost through the month of July, almost getting into August. On this July 30th, Jesus is calling us. And what is he saying? Worship me in the beauty of holiness. I created beauty to declare the existence of my holy being. A magnificent rose, a hauntingly glorious sunset, oceanic splendor, all these things meant to proclaim my presence in the world. Most people rush past these proclamations without giving them a second thought. We rush in life in general, right? Some people use beauty, especially feminine loveliness, to sell their products. Well, how precious are my children who are awed by nature's beauty. It opens them up to my holy presence. Even before you knew me personally, you responded to my creation with wonder. It's a gift and it carries responsibility with it. Declare my glorious being to the world. The whole earth is full of my radiant beauty, my glory. That book, by the way, given to us by the wonderful Marilyn Westenberger, Jesus Calling, Enjoying Peace in His Presence by Sarah Young. Thank you all so much for watching the show. I see some of you popping on right now. Hi, Marilyn. Oh, Marilyn's a dear friend from a dear friend of mine. Actually, she's the mother of a dear friend of mine. Hats by Diane. Hope you're doing great. Kristen just signing on. Jason, Raina, a lot of people. Hats by Diane. Thank you, by the way, for the show yesterday. Oh, Ning. I don't know if you're still on as well. A lot of people pop on and then have to rush off. So make sure that you go back and watch this entire show because we give you the beginning of it with Angie Hess from Spas and More about things you can do for arthritis, autoimmune disorders, as well as fibromyalgia, just again, aches and pains, and the beauty of saunas and contrast therapy, cold plunging, swim spas for endurance, exercise, things like that. And then what a wonderful piece with Dr. Hawatma from Osiris Med Spa. So tomorrow we'll see you, I hope, at the Tea Spout in Chesterfield. Breakfast all day, lunch, wonderful teas, incredible coffee. I'm telling you, try the mushroom coffee. Jim says try it with pistachio creamer. Take it from him. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I love my tea. I've been doing tons of different teas that she has. Friday, who's our feature? It is Braden. So a lot of people know him as Brad in St. Louis, Brad ENSTL, Brad NSTL on Instagram. Follow him there. He is a foodie influencer in our St. Louis area, and he has Foodies Eat First, a big festival coming up the August 16th, 17th timeframe that weekend. We are going to give away a a family 4-pack, something like that. 4 tickets for you to go to a brunch. We're going to give away a Saturday one. We're going to give away a Sunday one. We'll do one of those giveaways tomorrow and then another one as we go into next week. So you absolutely want to watch this. You don't want to miss this festival. It's like a music festival, but with food. And they also do have music and they also have art. So I can't wait to introduce you to Braden as well as LaToya Thompson. She owns Bougie Bites and she's going to be with us in the kitchen as we cook up something special. So a wonderful week on tap. And then as I mentioned, a brand new sponsor coming on and a new mobile Monica, Mark Miller. I can't wait to introduce you to Miller Furniture. Monday, we're going to hear about the storied history. I cannot believe how long they've been in our area. It's going to blow your mind. We're going to talk about ups and downs and overcoming and having the lasting power to last that long in business. I mean, again, you need to take some cues from him. So Mark Miller will be in studio with me on Monday, and then we're going to his Fairview Heights location. So mark it on your calendar. We will be at Miller Furniture in Fairview Heights on August 27th at 11 a.m. More and more mobile Monicas to come. I love you all. Hope you enjoyed this Wellness Wednesday, and we'll see you tomorrow live at the Tea Spout in Chesterfield at 11 a.m. God bless you all, and be kind.